don't usually play this one. I'm not good at playing guitar, but I do want to recommend these Squier Affinity Strats to anybody looking into getting a cheap guitar. You can find them online used for between $150 and $200. Actually a really good deal. So I've tried to record this video like 5 times now, but the camera's overheated and I had to take a break. Just got back, like literally just got back from doom scrolling, and it's now allowed me to record again. So everybody, it's I, Rain, the Goddess, and of course I'm here to tell you about 5 things that I love about this Sony ZV1. Let's jump right in. So full disclosure, this is a 1-inch type sensor camera, just like this Nikon V1. 1 inch is like the smallest amount of sensor size that you can have and still have the ability to get some background blur in that background. That makes your videos look just a little bit more professional without having to sacrifice any on size and weight. Now I'm actually really impressed. Not only is it actually really good for video, it's also actually really good for photo. This thing is small, lightweight. I can put it in my pocket, walk around with it, and I can get excellent photos like this. What I love about this camera is how lightweight, how portable, how amazing it is at just being a really good pocket shooter, that it replaced something like this for me, or even something like this, instantaneously. Motherfucker overheated again. And not only is it really good for video, which is what this is made for, but it's also very, very good for photo, and I mean super good. It's got 20 megapixels, it's got excellent dynamic range for what it is, and although it does suffer a little bit in low light, you lose out on some detail. Overall, it does perform better than some other sensor. It has built-in ND filters, and we're using them right now. The ND filter is a little bit too weak for recording in log outside while using 1.8, but for something like this where I have to use these key lights and I have to use this rim light and I have to balance the lighting between the two and still have some shadow underneath, this is actually perfect for that. It's got a flip screen, a flip sideways screen. I have another small camera like this Canon M5, and it has a flip down screen. Of course that makes it hard for me to record myself while recording the video, but it does actually work pretty alright for vertical. Unfortunately for me, I can't see that while it's on a tripod. If it flips sideways, I can see myself just fine on the tripod as you are right now. Now these are 5 things that I absolutely despise about this camera. And number 1 is it overheats way too quickly. On any 4K mode, it's super frustrating because I tend to only get about 5-10 minutes in over talking, and then I lose all my momentum. And yeah, now this isn't a problem for everybody because not everyone is shooting in 4K log, hybrid log gamma, 24 with 120 bits per second. Not everyone's doing that, but that's what I'm doing, and it's actually kind of bad because I only get about 5 to 10 minutes of recording time before it actually starts to overheat. It shuts down, the camera goes, and then I'm stuck. I get to doom scroll YouTube while I'm waiting for it to cool off enough for me to record again. 2 is the battery life. It takes absolutely itty bitty batteries. Now this isn't the biggest issue. Of course you can carry multiple batteries, and you can even power the thing directly from mains like I'm doing right now. But if you are doing that, if you are recording out using it for vlogging, I highly recommend you take 2 or 3 batteries. You buy some aftermarket first party batteries directly from Amazon, have them show up next day after buying this camera, because you will run out of power if you're recording tons of video. 3, the tripod mount hinges from the battery door. So if you have to change cards or if you have to change batteries and you have a tripod plate, I usually leave tripod plates on all of my cameras, but if you have a tripod plate of any sort on the camera, what will happen is you'll have to unscrew that every time. So you'll have to take it off the tripod, unscrew the tripod plate, flip the thing open, put a battery in, and then screw it all the way back up and put it back onto the tripod. And that's hella frustrating. It takes time. You have to do it every single time, and with the battery life on this thing, you're gonna be doing it 2 or 3 times if you're shooting on just battery. Number 4 has got to be with this lens, specifically how wide it is. It is a 24 to 70 millimeter equivalent, which is excellent as a photo video range. 24 just isn't enough. It's a little bit too tight for arm's length horizontal recording. 5 has got to be with the touchscreen. It does have a touchscreen, unlike some of my other Sony cameras like this Sony A7 Mark II. The touchscreen is only useful for initiating your tracking autofocus. You can't use it for menus, you can't use it for confirmations, you can't use it for adjusting settings. It only works on the tracking autofocus, which means that you have to use the itty bitty little buttons on the very small, we'll throw another one in, the body's too small and it's too slippery, on the very small, too slippery body. I really wish that I had some excellent touchscreen like you do on the Canon M5. You see on the M5, if I want to initiate tracking, I can do that. But if I go into the settings, I can select my settings. And if I go into the menu, I can scroll between menus. I can scroll between different settings. It just makes it super easy. And I really wish that this had something like that. It would make it so much easier. Sony, please put it in this body. Anyway, overall, I really wish that I could keep this. I really wish that I could keep this. It's got excellent video. It's got excellent photo, excellent autofocus. It's got excellent screens, and it's got an excellent lens on it. I really do wish I could keep it, but unfortunately, I think that Jalen's gonna ask for it back. Till then, I'm gonna keep taking pictures on it, and I'll see you next time.